goody, Kevs again. Welcome back to another reaction with your boy Kevs. How you guys doing? Before we get into this, I feel like I'll be doing a disservice to you guys if I honestly don't say thank you from the bottom of my heart. I did a couple videos where I literally thanked you guys, but you guys literally upped it up again, so I do have to do another video and thank you guys again. Like, the views has been going crazy, the comments have been going crazy, the likes have been going crazy, the subs have been going crazy. You guys are helping your boy reach the top, and you guys have been helping me learn this bloody sports in the comment section. So not this video, but in one of the videos I'm going to be doing a shout out to all of you MFs, motherfuckers, all my brothers and sisters out there that have been commenting, giving me appreciation, giving me help. All of you guys will be getting a shout out because I feel like I'm doing you a disservice if I don't do that for you guys. But now that that's out the way, we are going to be doing the official history of the NFL rules. I hope this video breaks it down for me very well. I'm gonna be attentive and I'm gonna listen. But if I do miss on anything, let me know in the comment section. Even if I don't reply to you now, believe me, I will reply to you at some point. Without any further ado, let's hop into this, guys.
Hey football fans, did you know there are 19 rules, 116 sections, and 343 articles in the NFL rulebook? The game of football can be real complex, so sit back, we're taking you through the evolution of NFL rules. We begin in the 19...
You know what? I'm cutting it off, but that's because I forgot to do something. I need to get my notepad and pen. God damn, I'm learning. Notepad and pen. Where is my notepad? Kevs gang. Your boy ready to take notes. Your boy ready to dive into this shit. Without any further ado, what did he say? Let's hop back into it.
1920s, the league known as the APFA, later changed to the NFL, was founded in 1920 and based its original set of rules on the college game. The league would simply go along with rule changes made by the Intercollegiate Rules Committee. Jump ahead to the final game of the 1932 season. The Portsmouth Spartans faced the Chicago Bears in a game that would decide the NFL championship. Bears fullback Bronco Nagurski carried the ball toward the line of scrimmage only to stop and complete a jump pass for the game's decisive touchdown. Now at that point, a player had to be at least 5 yards behind the line of scrimmage when he threw a pass. The Spartans argued the controversial ruling to no avail. As a result, the league appointed its own rules committee in 1932, tasked with modifying college rules that would create a more fan-friendly NFL product. The game would open up drastically. The following season, a forward pass became legal from anywhere behind the line of scrimmage. Goalposts were moved from the end line to the goal line, making field goal attempts easier. Before 1933, when the ball was dead near the sideline, it was next put in play at the dead ball spot. But starting in the 33 season, the ball would be put in play at the hash marks, 10 yards from each sideline, giving offenses more space to operate. In 1934, the league removed penalties for multiple incomplete passes in a series of downs. Yes, that was penalized. 4 years later, rules for roughing the passer were modified, providing more protection for the league's first prolific passers like Sid Larkin and Sammy Baugh.
Every time he throws a football, completes a pass, gains a yard, scores a touchdown,
Bro, I have to be so honest.
Major changes to the
I have a notepad
the
and
next 3
pen.
decades were created in large part to make the game safer and more fan-friendly.
This game is so
In 1943,
complicated.
helmets became mandatory. In 1945, hash marks were moved 20 yards from the sidelines. Did you know an incomplete pass behind the goal line used to be ruled a safety? It did. This Sammy ball pass in the 1945 NFL Championship game struck the crossbar, falling incomplete and resulting in the game-deciding 2-point safety. The rule was changed the following season so that it was merely an incomplete pass and loss of down. In 1948, plastic helmets were prohibited. Tees were allowed on kickoffs, and referees were given whistles instead of horns. Yes, they used to have horns. In 1949, the league
Wait,
passed a rule.
horns? Why horns? That baffles me. Why, wait. Why horns? NFL fans, don't come out my ass. I'm asking because I don't know. Why horns? You wouldn't use the most, like, why would you use something to terrify people, to get people to start? I guess, it does make sense. Terrify, start. But a terrifying start, I don't know how that works. But I'm glad to see, like, honestly, that means there's a lot that, like, bruh, if this, like, started in 1920, there's been a lot of improvement to this game. So, you know what? Fair play, man. Like, honestly, fair play. They've actually worked around, and, like, someone in the comment section did say they are still going through it to try and make it more safe, which, I don't know about you guys. I feel like a lot of you guys actually like the violence. You thrive off that shit. I also like it. I just don't know if it's fully necessary in a non-violent sport or non-martial art sport. With me,
Instead of horns. Yes, they used to have horns. In 1949, the league passed a rule permitting unlimited substitutions whenever the ball was dead. Football would become a game of offensive and defensive specialists as rosters expanded over the next several decades. Fast forward to 1955, a rule change declared the ball dead immediately when a ball carrier touched the ground with any part of his body except his hands or feet while in the grasp of an opponent.
Wait, say that again?
A rule change declared the ball dead immediately when a ball carrier touched the ground with any part of his body except his hands or feet while in the grasp of an opponent.
Oh, so that's why you guys were saying that even if the helmet goes off, keep that ball. Bet.
This hit on Otto Graham knocked him out of a 1953 game against the 49ers. Cleveland coach Paul Brown needed a solution. After 15 stitches, the team would piece together a clear
Guys, I have to stop. You know what? His this is gonna be my new pointing tool, so I might blind some of you guys. His jawline, where is it? Like, now do you get what I mean? Like, there's violence and then there's let's be somewhat safe. I love violence. I think that oh no, that came out the wrong way. I am indifferent to it. You know what? I'm indifferent to it. But god damn, man, this guy's jaw was completely obliterated. Like, god damn. Do not sign me up for the NFL. Have you seen me? Like, my neck, my body is not made for this sport, so I care. I like millions, but I like myself better than millions. You know what I mean? And I feel like my family and you guys also need me. You know, I need you guys, you need me. So let's not disturb that. You know, I just wanted to get that little side note out the way.
After 15 stitches, the team would piece together a clear plastic bar protecting Graham's face in the second half.
Oh, so that's
Graham
when...
led the Browns to victory, and by 1955, most of the league was wearing face masks. The NFL outlawed the grabbing or pulling of a face mask of any player except the runner in 1956. The exception for the runner was eliminated in 1962.
Split right 24. Let's get this thing rolling. This looked like a mechanism.
Brown was so far ahead of his time that in 56 he experimented with a radio receiver inside his quarterback's helmet. Brown would call in plays using a transmitter on his own sideline. Now, was it perfect? No, not exactly. Brown's quarterbacks would often hear taxi dispatchers and police scanners in the huddle. Cleveland would use this method in just 4 games.
Hey, it was a prototype.
Burt Bell
It only makes
banned
sense.
all helmet radio communication. It wasn't until 1994
Wait, when did he?
used this method in just 4 games before NFL Commissioner Burt Bell banned all helmet radio communication. It wasn't until 1994 when the ban was lifted and it became legal to call plays using a radio inside a player's helmet.
The new innovation this season, they're radioed into the quarterbacks with special radio receivers in the quarterback helmets.
In 1968, Commissioner Pete Rozelle created the league's first competition committee, which continues to help maintain balance and consistency today. It replaced the rules committee started in 1932 and would be in charge of all competitive aspects of the game, including rules. All committee members are selected by the NFL commissioner. To be adopted, a new rule or a revision must have the support of 75% of the NFL's owners. Let's skip to the 1970s. In 72, the league moved hash marks to their present-day location, exactly in line with each goalpost. The goal was to help offenses by widening the short side of the field, where defenses used the sideline as an extra defender. The rule change in 72 doubled the number of 1,000-yard rushers from 5 to 10.
Reedy with a snap, off to Saka, into the end zone, touchdown Miami.
While the bruising smash mouth style of play was effective for teams like the undefeated 72 Dolphins, the overall impact was not what the NFL desired. And in turn, the league made sweeping rule changes geared again toward opening up the passing game. Question for you. Have you ever heard of Isaac Curtis? In
No.
1973, the Bengals rookie receiver made an immediate impact as a big play threat with 5 touchdowns of 50-plus yards. As a result, Dolphins coach Don Shula developed a special game plan for Curtis in the 73 playoffs. That game plan? Smother him at all costs. Miami's defensive backs bumped and disrupted the speedy receiver on their way to a 34-16 win. The controversy persuaded the Rules Committee to institute the Isaac Curtis Rule in 1974. It allowed a defensive player to make contact with the receiver only once after 3 yards from the line of scrimmage.
Play action fake to Miller, who stays in to block. And Lee going high and deep for Sammy White. No good. A flag on the play. Charlie Walters and Benny Barnes evidently interfering with Sammy White.
That's not all for 1974.
Oh.
Goalposts were moved back from the goal line to the end line, where they've stayed ever since. We also saw kickoffs move from the 40 to the 35-yard line, and sudden death overtime was introduced for all regular season games.
It's a fake. Rouse looking for someone to throw it to. Fires. Touchdown. It's 2 points. The game is over. What do you know about that?
I'm generally falling in love with this game. It's crazy.
The head slam, a move made famous by Hall of Fame defensive end Deacon Jones. Offensive linemen were also prohibited from thrusting their hands to an opponent's neck, face, or head. And now to
Did they? Because, bruh, I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure in some of the videos that I reacted to, I'm pretty sure I emphasized how these dudes were getting their necks twisted. So, they still need to work on that a bit, maybe. But hey, I'm just suggesting. Comment below.
due in large part to Bill Belichick's stifling defense of Peyton Manning in the 2003
Actually,
AFC Championship.
Sorry, guys. leave a comment below. Oh, everybody watching this video, I want to know which team you guys are supporting. You know, I'm gonna have to watch just a couple games by myself to get a feel of who I want to support. I don't want to support just based on bias, so I will be letting you guys know which team I support, and I best not see no comment section anybody coming up my head, because I'm gonna pick a team based on my own preferences once I start to know the game better. Yeah, let's bring it back a bit.
Alive and well today.
Yeah, I needed to hear that.
Owners voted 29-1 to abolish the tuck rule. Staying in New England, due in large part to Bill Belichick's stifling defense of Peyton Manning in the 2003 AFC Championship game, the league made it a priority to reinforce illegal contact. Beginning in 2004, the rule would be enforced more aggressively, clearing the skies for NFL passers.
Protection stays in. He throws the Stokely touchdown. That's the record breaker.
Doesn't matter how many times I see these throws, they look so goddamn satisfying, man.
Defenders from grabbing a ball carrier from inside the shoulder pads. In the 2010 playoffs, the league installed a modified sudden death overtime system to help determine a winner in a tie game. 2 years later, the league expanded those rules to cover all regular season games. The current rules give both teams the opportunity to possess the ball at least once in overtime, unless the team that receives the overtime kickoff scores a touchdown on its first possession.
2nd and goal to go from the 2. Toss sweep right for James White. Tucks it under the right arm. Cuts it upfield. Driving forward. Diving to the goal line. A touchdown and a title for the Patriots.
Rewind back to 2011.
Are those people? Are those a team that I need to keep my eye out for?
Now review all scoring plays. That same season, kickoffs were moved from the 30 back to the 35-yard line. Beginning in 2013, the NFL also penalized runners and tacklers for initiating forcible contact with the crown of the helmet outside the tackle box. And in an effort to add extra drama to each game, owners voted to move extra points back to the 15-yard line for the 2015 season.
We'll move extra point for extra drama.
It's no good! Are you serious? You can't even make it up.
In 2017,
he did not
the
look
league
happy.
approved shortening overtime in the regular season to 10 minutes from 15. Also, the ball would be placed at the 25 rather than the 20-yard line following a touchback. And guess what else returned? Team celebrations. Here we go.
Oh, she.
Little game of hide and seek. I got to give this one major style points.
It's duck, duck, goose.
Baseball postseason, Eagles season looking good. And a tug of war.
I love this sport, man. I love this sport. Oh my god.
That is fantastic.
I feel like this is like embodies all the sports that I like in one. This is why I'm loving this. It literally embodies all the sports in one.
Calvin Johnson, Des Bryant, and Jesse James. The league released these 3 requirements for a legal catch. Here we go. Number 1. Secure control of the ball prior to the ball touching the ground. Number 2, touch the ground inbounds with both feet or with any part of the body other than the hands. And number 3, you know it, you love it, perform a football act or maintain control of the ball long enough to do so. The NFL again took steps in player safety in 2018 when it became illegal for a player to lower his head and initiate contact with the helmet. And in 2019, we saw the experiment of using instant replay to review pass interference. And there you have it. You are schooled on all the rules, 100 years of them. Now you go enjoy that next century of the NFL.
That was 100 years. That was a bloody 100 years. God damn, man. God, okay. Don't you dare say a thing. Don't you dare talk. God damn. Like, guys, that was a lot to take in. Like, I'm gonna be honest with you. Like, if you think that I digested everything of 100 years that this guy was just going through, then you're crazy. You're absolutely mental, because I did not. Like, it is a difficult game to understand, and I guess part of it is that, like, they had to adjust and readjust some of the rules, because, you know, as time goes on, like, there's evolution. With evolution, you have to change. That's how you evolve, with evolution, because evolution gonna happen with or without you. You know what I mean? So, for, like, man, I don't know how else to put it. I am loving this game. Like, it's all of my favorite. It has little nuggets of all of my favorite sports, be it the UFC, football, or soccer. I never thought I would be saying that, but just for no confusion, soccer and basketball. I feel like it has little nuggets of each sport, and it all just got mixed and mashed, and then you have what is the NFL today, which is literally, and I'm dead ass, I'm gonna say this, NFL might be the greatest sports ever fucking created. Like, dead ass, man. From looking at rules, abolishing rules, putting back the rules, improving with the plastic helmets in 1948, including the metal bars in I hope I got this right, but I think they included, like, the metal bars of it in 1953. Radio receivers, like, that's genius, man. That is literally ingenious, absolute ingenuity. God damn it, man. Oh, and that is 100 years, and I can guarantee you this sport has infinity years to go. Guys, if you enjoyed the video, if you enjoyed the video, don't forget to give a like. Comment below which team you support. Comment below. Your boy just wants to know. I'm just interested to know which teams you guys support, you know. And maybe somewhere down the line at some point I will be giving you which team I support. Once I watch the sport more, I'll get a feel of which team I want to like. It's just now I don't know too much about what I'm looking for in a team. Do you get what I mean? So once I get to that, you guys will definitely be knowing which team is my favorite team. Don't forget to subscribe for your boy. You guys will be going crazy. I think last time I checked we were like 115. Keep running those numbers up. Tell a friend to tell a friend to tell a friend. Come tune in, become Kev's gang. Aight, Kev's gang. For now, your boy's out.